going the distance with local sports. This is the xSports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go! Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
All right, Michael Marks here with new Loretto High School football coach Bryce Glass. Coach, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your very busy day and spend some time with us and let everybody in Lawrence County get to know you now.
Man, I appreciate it. I'm excited. Appreciate y'all having me.
All right, so coming up this fall, it will have been 8 seasons since a LHS graduate has been at the helm for the Mustangs. So what does it mean to you to be an LHS graduate and now be the head football coach?
Man, I'm really excited, Michael. This is it's a dream of mine. To coach where you played and for Loretto to mean so much to me. I'm excited, and I'm glad I got this opportunity.
Now, 2 coaching staffs ago with Coach Crease, you were the defensive coordinator, and then under Coach Daniel, you were the offensive coordinator. Now to be the head coach, how's that adjustment been for you?
It's crazy right now. Trying to get everything lined up and going, but my time with Crease and my time with Coach Daniel, experience is everything, and being able to be on the defensive side of the ball with him and then the offensive side of the ball with Coach Daniel, just the experience that those 2 different head coaches gave me is crucial.
Now, are they someone you would consider like almost a mentor or someone that's influenced kind of what you want to do at Loretto,
Oh, absolutely. I think that's any job that you have. You're going to have bosses where you take stuff, hey, I like this, I'm going to change this. Definitely both of them have been a learning experience for me. I'm going to take a little bit of pieces from both of them and other guys. Jason Busby has been a huge influence, not in my coaching world, but in my life. Walt Smith, I coached with him that year at Giles County. Just all the different guys that I've coached with over time. That experience, that knowledge that they pour into you is crucial.
Now, under new coaching staffs at Loretto over the past 20, 25 years, you've kind of seen that first-year head coach have a smaller roster size. We've seen them fluctuate anywhere between 40 and 100. What are you trying to do, being a Loretto guy, to kind of stabilize that number?
I think that's just a lot of it is the group of kids you have at that time. We started June workouts the other day, and we're pushing 35 to 40. Especially with vacation and baseball going on right now. I expect us to be somewhere in the north of 50 range once everything's said and done, which is a good number for a 2A school to have. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so now the past 3 years, Loretto's had that high-octane, high-speed offense that you've run, and scoring over 300 points in the season, almost 350 in the last 3 years. You've got some youngsters at some key spots. You're going to have a first-year quarterback, some first-year running backs, receivers. Is that going to take a step back, or are we going to see a completely new play style?
I wish I could say it's not going to take a step back, but with all the factors you just mentioned with new players and everything, there's definitely going to be change. But I think that's with any team you have. We've been able to do those things because of the players we've had. And, you know, I think it says a lot of with Ben coming in as a freshman or as going to be a sophomore, he can sling it. I mean, he's got a really live arm. He reads the RPOs very well. I think you're going to see a lot of the same style offense that you have, maybe a little bit more controlled than what it has, you know, with Carter. And then with Mason, I've gave the quarterbacks a lot of freedom to make checks at the line of scrimmage to, you know, hey, we see this RPO open. Hey, let's take it. It may be a little bit more controlled because you don't have the playing experience that those two have had. But, I mean, you're going to see the same style offense, hopefully, that you've seen in the years past.
And now your coaching staff around you. I saw they brought in Jacob Gobble from Collinwood. And usually when new coaching staffs come in, they usually like to start with a clean slate. But since it's a staff that you've been a part of, is that something that you want to try to keep the same, or are there going to be a lot of new faces in there?
No, I mean, bringing in Coach Gobble from Collinwood is going to be huge. He was their defensive coordinator for a few years over there. His football IQ is really high. The kids, just the short time that he's been around, they really like him. Of course, Dylan Cotton still being around. Dylan's my right-hand man when it comes to offense. Me and him kind of put this thing together a few years ago and said, hey, let's look at some offensive stuff. And he's been my right-hand man every step of the way. So him being back's huge. Lee Boyd joining the staff from the middle school is going to be huge. His knowledge of the game is incredible. Him being a former head coach, helping mentor me in a lot of those things that, you know, all the head coaching stuff we got to do will be huge. Coach Curtis, Zach Curtis, the baseball coach, he's going to come over and help us. And it's just huge getting those guys who love Loretto, who want to see us succeed, who have a passion for the program. That's what you look for when you're building a staff is those kind of guys.
All right, and you know it. You've been, you know, Loretto your whole life, and you know that when it comes to sports, there's a high standard there. Now, how are you gonna, you know, I understand with a lot of new pieces, you know, a lot of people are gonna see this as a rebuilding year, but how do you want to define this year, you know, other than the wins and losses?
We want to compete. You know, whether it's week 1 or week 10, week 11, week 12, whatever it ends up being, we want to compete every game, and that's been my message to the team so far is just, you know, we're going to compete every day. We're going to compete in the weight room against yourself. You know, I don't want you to be comfortable in there. If you're doing weight that you're comfortable with, you're not working hard enough. We're competing outside in speed and agility, you know, and we're going to continue that on through the season. Compete at practice, you know, and then obviously on Friday nights when it all matters, compete. I mean, that's our message.
All right, and so what are some of your long-term goals when it comes to Loretto? If you can try to, you know, maybe look 2 or 3 years down the road, what are you looking for in this team?
I mean, we want to compete. I mean, like I said, you know, everybody, you know, make the playoffs is a big deal to us. You know, we've been fortunate the last 5 years to have a pretty good run. These guys are hungry, not just for a first round. I talked to some of the seniors the other day, pulled them in the office, and we were just talking, and they want to push through and make it to that second round, and far as we can go. So, I mean, that's ultimately the goal is just see how far you can push in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been 12 years since Loretto's made it to the second half of the playoffs, and now when it comes to who you're going to be playing this season, the region's changed up a little bit. You don't have East Hickman, Hickman County, Waverly Central, and Harpeth anymore. But you've added Scotts Hill, Adamsville, and Decatur County Riverside. So, you know, now you're going a little further west when it comes to travel. You know, what's that new region going to be like?
It's going to be brutal. Parsons is consistently a deep playoff team every year. You know, Lewis County has the tradition of being a strong football school. Summertown last year had one of the best seasons in school history. It's not getting any easier. For sure, the change is not. So it's going to be tough. It's a tough road.
All right. Well, again, thank you for taking the time out of your day. And the 2025 high school football season will open for the Loretto Mustangs August 22nd at home against Cornersville. You can watch it at LM4 South Field or here on the xSports Network.
This is the xSports Network.